And good afternoon for Game 2 semi-final of the Championship Women in the Spalding Waratah League. Rachel Herrick back with you, welcoming my co-commentator Jacinta Govan. Welcome.
Hello, Rachel. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Very well, thanks, Squin. We're here for Game 2, of course. Game 1, we just saw Newcastle defeat Hornsby in what was a bit of a runaway game in the end. And here we are for Game 2, and of course, the Canberra Nationals up against the second place North Bears. Now, Squin, you played for Central Coast Crusaders this year, and of course my beloved Hornets, we didn't make it. So here we are to watch these teams fight it out to take on Newcastle in the final tomorrow. And who do you think's got the edge, and why?
I think it's just too close to call. Like, finals basketball is so different to any of the round games that it honestly, will just happen to depend on what happens in the day. With the tension of being in finals, the shots that you would normally make aren't going to drop, they're going to rim out. You know, the calls you're used to getting during a game, you may not be getting. It's all about what happens on the day. And sometimes, blame it on the universe, blame it on whatever, but it's just
blame it on the boogie, why not? That was lame, I'm really sorry.
It's just too unpredictable. And these two teams, two high caliber teams, very similar to what we saw in the last Championship Women's semi-final. WNBL caliber
galore,
top four. You've got the Northern Bears, who definitely have that WNBL experience with Muffy Loader and of course Renee Garlip, and I think Emily Simons as well. She's probably on the cusp of that kind of a group as well. She's had a really good season. But they're a team that have been together, won a championship together, so they have a very good dynamic. That's something that you can't coach. That's something you have to breed within that team, that club. But then you've got a team like Canberra, who are coming out of that C-ball level of competitiveness. They've got Keely Froling, who's played in two different Australian teams within this season and is now the Waratah League MVP.
Toss a coin, really. And Scotty and I spoke about this in the last call, that at one time there was literally 8 out of the 10 players on the court that were WNBL players, or ex-current or WNBL players. And I think the same thing we've spoken about during the season is what the Canberra Nationals has brought to the league this season is that C-ball standard of play. And, coming from that league and, of course, having consistently tough games week in, week out, they've really brought that next level of intensity to our competition, which has been awesome. But you're right, these teams are absolutely impossible to split, and they both finished the season on 17 wins and 5 losses, and I believe during the season they also split those games as well. So
you can't get a closer matchup, and you can't get a fairer matchup in the sense of they had the tied record, they had the split. So it just makes perfect
sense to be meeting in the semi-finals.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, I think, toss a coin. I think we're in for a great matchup this afternoon, and I think, it will come down for Canberra as well. Is Keely Froling, and obviously she's going to have an impact on this game, and it's North and limiting her impact. And we're saying the game's been called quite tight, and the last game was great that the girls really got to play, and it was quite a physical game as well. So whichever team settles in and absorbs that and makes those adjustments first will certainly go a long way to winning the game, I think. But just waiting for tip-off here on this glorious Saturday afternoon here at Breakers Indoor Stadium.
Yeah, and the atmosphere's been really, really good. Obviously, Central Coast Crusaders are hosting this finals weekend here in Terrigal.
Yeah.
We had both of our youth league teams play this morning, both going down at disappointing losses, but hey, that's finals basketball, isn't it?
Absolutely, and we're saying with finals basketball, you've got to turn up to the game, and you reset the season, really, and because absolutely anything can happen.
And it's that spotlight of finals basketball too,
Correct.
where the people who've been consistently good performers during the year, are they going to continue that level of performance?
For
Are
sure.
they going to crumble? And sometimes when your best players aren't performing on the finals day, that can make a massive difference. Right, here we go for tip-off.
I'm excited.
Me
First
too.
game was great. Maybe not over back. Not sure. I don't even know I feel like I don't even know the rules sometimes. But anyway.
Oh, and it's actually, you know what? It's nice that Kate Gaze is back in the mix for Canberra, because she's had most of the season off.
Absolutely.
And there's an early turnover. Muffy Loader's pushing, as she does so well.
sure.
Muffy Loader having a really good final series last year as well, and then in between had a year with the Cap. So
yeah, and that was great for her. And again, another WNBL champion in amongst the group, and that'd be great for North's confidence to get the first score on the board. And
yeah, and Simons has been a really handy pickup for them this season. She was brought in to replace Renee after Renee unfortunately did her ACL in the finals season ball last year. Right.
And and that's just another story in itself that miraculously did an ACL this time last year, and is back playing phenomenally, minus an ACL. So
yeah. Who would say that she'd be back by the semi-final the next year without an ACL, being able to play and being able to be a starter?
Absolutely. Full credit to her and the rehab that she's been able to do. So obviously a former teammate to both of us.
It shows that her hard work will always pay off. She's always been that way though, right?
For sure. Of course, if you're tuning in live from anywhere around Australia or overseas, welcome this afternoon. It's great to have you. And we're really glad to be able to bring you this live action.
Ooh, early foul on Renee, speak of the devil, on Gazy.
Of course, yeah, Gazy off to Townsville after this season finishes, signing up there with the Fire. And number 7 for Canberra Nationals, Hannah Kayser, also signed with Adelaide this week, which is...
Yeah, that's big news for her.
Absolutely.
I think one season here after she had her stint with St Mary's, so that's really good for her.
For sure.
Frolling's opening her scoring account early. Let's see if she can keep a cool head this game.
Yes.
I think it would be in her best interest to keep a cool head this final series. Bit of a sloppy turnover from North, unfortunately, which is quite unlike Kate Siegel, and they picked up a foul. Only a small blip in the road for this experienced North team, though, I think.
Absolutely. You can't pick it, can you, Squin, of who's going to prevail at the end? But thank God we've got 32 minutes of basketball ahead of us. 38 minutes, we're counting down. I can't even count.
We've only just got into it.
I know. So exciting. Gazy from deep. Looks good. From where we were sitting anyway.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, on target.
Norths are really good at pushing the ball up the floor, and Abby Cavillo, also a Canberra championship winner.
Australian junior. I think in this game though, it's going to be like the other players on the court, like Kristen Langhorns, who's 15 for Canberra.
Yes.
She does a lot of good hard work. She'll convert those little easy ones. She'll get in the right receiver spots. She'll get on the board. I think it's players like that that are going to make the difference in these kinds of games. Absolutely.
Because we are going to have, there's the stars of the team that are always going to get those points, but it's the role players that can step in, and I think in the last game we spoke about that, and that's what made Newcastle such a great team, that anybody and everybody were able to step up, and they just played as such a good team. So I think whoever plays a good whole team game today will go far in winning this game, I think.
No room to be selfish in finals weekend.
For sure. North setting up a bit of a play here and working the ball well.
Getting down to the single digits.
That was a good option there for Muffy. Unfortunate not just to get the ball in the hoop, but that was a good drive. And I think that, to get into a finals game, it's different for everybody. We spoke about last game that nerves are good, and it's how you channel that nervous energy into a game, and it might be getting a basket or doing those things that you do well to get yourself into the game.
I think she just needed to back herself just then, and
for sure.
That was a dunk. And Hannah Kayser now is just taking it really hard to the basket for a three-point play.
Yeah, that was a great drive from Hannah. We played down there this season. She had a great game for them.
Yeah, probably against us too. But I mean, us coming from those second half of the table teams in this league this year.
Yeah.
I mean, playing against high caliber teams like that just shows us how much we kind of need to step up, right? It's only
Absolutely.
only going to make our clubs better playing against
I
teams
think
like
so
this.
too, and I think that having these great players back in our league and being able to play like every week was like a tough game, which was
Yeah.
awesome, for sure. And my beloved Hornets, we only missed out by one game, but I'm not sure what's happened here.
Well, I mean, missing out by one is pretty heartbreaking.
I know we we had a must-win game against Sutherland and weren't able to convert, unfortunately, but certainly a good season to be proud of.
Yeah.
Back in action here, not sure what happened there, but
Maybe an issue with the clock. Oh, that was nice from Seabomb.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Showing she can work both ends of the court.
And Kate Seabomb is a player that you never want to match up on, only just because she's so pesky and he's got a hand to every ball and he's quite a tenacious defender.
And maybe it's a compliment too, though. If she's
Oh,
guarding
absolutely!
you.
I mean that with an absolute compliment.
Yeah. But like if she's guarding you, and it's like, well, that team must think I'm pretty good if they're best
Oh no,
defenders
she
guarding me.
she definitely wasn't defending me, Spin.
Oh no,
I mean that she's definitely, yeah, for sure, in general. No, but she definitely gets a hand to every rebound, which is great.
Yeah. Oh, tough shot. Nice O-board there. Oh, just can't convert. That's that final suspension that we're talking about.
Absolutely.
I'm sure Sarah would make them any other day of the week, but still early days in this game.
Gazy, unlucky. Absolutely, and they're the shots that you would normally make, and once they start to drop.
I do like the urgency that both teams are showing early on.
For sure. Oh, hard luck.
It's getting pretty physical on the box out Stu down there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still
But
only 4-6.
yeah, after 5 minutes of play here, and both teams certainly working through their sets, but I think they're finding the open shooters. It's just those shooters ain't connecting.
I think each team's just trying to like settle in, start to feel comfortable a little bit.
For sure.
Oh, nice dish
Nice
from
find.
Garlop.
Oh, hard luck.
That was unlucky. Everything's on target, just not dropping just yet.
Absolutely. But do you know what? You've got to go through the process, and that process was a great move of, penetration from Renee and finding the open shooters.
There you go. There's Langhorn doing the hard work in the corner.
Absolutely.
That was really nice ball movement from Canberra
Absolutely.
too. That extra pass from Gazy.
Finding the open shooter, and that's what you've got to do as an open shooter, is knock those shots down.
But yeah, it just shows like you just getting into the right spots, making that extra pass. They're the things that are going to be hard to beat.
Absolutely, and the next time that happens, that's keeping her defender honest. Some subs here happening.
So Tristan Black has come in for Sarah.
Oh, nice move.
Makes it fancy.
I'm not sure who's called a timeout here.
I don't think anyone's really sure who's called the timeout here. The players seem to be getting back on the court quite quickly.
Yeah, both Coach Tom Garlop and Jenny Lonergan both looking at each other going, not me, was it you?
Maybe it was a ref's timeout. Something's happened.
It's a media timeout, guys. It's a media timeout. We'd like to thank our sponsor.
Imagine all of the timeouts I would have in college. The media timeout, the short timeout, the long timeout. We have to hit the chairs out.
I know. Timeouts are the worst though when you're a bench player. You have to keep getting up and down. I mean, first world problems. But
yeah.
Now we do have a bit of a halt in play here, and looks like to be like a bit of a discrepancy in player numbers and things like that. But while we will do that, we will thank perhaps some of our sponsors, Screen, and I will start by now. Dream Hoops, round 2 has just opened. Dream Hoops is our program launched earlier this year to help kids in need while learning valuable life skills. Head on over to www.bnsw.com.au/dreamhoops to learn more. Round 2 funding closes on the 4th of October 2019. 20.
too
I
far
don't know.
away.
I don't know why I said 2019, October this year. So Dream Hoops has certainly helped some kids earlier on this year to continue their basketball journeys, which is awesome. So it's a great initiative, and we thank our sponsors that have made that possible.
Dream Hoops. Reminds me of that documentary Hoop Dreams. Did you ever watch that?
No.
Oh, classic!
I feel like I've just broken like a
cardinal rule of being a pro basketball player.
Absolutely, I feel like I have.
But to be fair, you were late to the game, so maybe Hoop Dreams may have passed you by while you were.
I feel like, only starting the game, I mean, at the ripe old age of 13.
Yeah,
but
that's right.
Don't worry, I still have watched Love and Basketball, so I haven't created that cardinal sin of never watching Love and Basketball.
And you know, Hoop Dreams was like pretty early 90s, I think, so it may even be a little bit too early even for us as kids, so
Fair.
don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
But Hoop Dreams, I can recommend it.
I'll check
It's like
it out.
an American documentary, and it follows like a bunch of kids who are like really good at high school, and one gets injured, one's supposed to go to this school. Like, it's really cool. It's really
Gotcha.
cool. I recommend it.
I'll check it out. I don't think, where would we find it? Is it on Netflix, or is it, no, it wouldn't be on Netflix, on YouTube or something?
I think it'll be on Netflix.
Good old YouTube.
But truth be told, haven't watched Coach Carter.
Squid!
I know.
What? Goodness me.
I
You
know.
need to go home tonight and watch it.
It sounds like we've each got homework to do, right?
Righto. We'll check back in tomorrow, and if there's anybody else that's out there that hasn't watched those, please do. And we can have a chat tomorrow about it. Of course, if you want to chat with us today, you can use the hashtag BNSW Live. We might even have a bit of trivia later on. I mean, I know for all you fans out there that just were too eager to answer the question before and just played at home. Shout out to anybody. Now I do give a shout out to Mark Gaze and family tuning in from Melbourne, tuning in to watch his daughter Kate play.
Oh, I really
Thanks.
liked leading into finals time when Basketball New South Wales would start putting all the links up for the streams, and people were tagging their families
Yeah.
and their friends, and everyone was really eager. Like, they were so glad they got the link early enough because they're like, right, I'm going to schedule this in.
For sure.
This is going to be part of my weekend. I'm going to watch this live stream.
Absolutely. Last game we had Eliza tune in from Canada. So have we got anybody tuning in from overseas? Give us a shout out. Let us know.
If you've got any other basketball-related documentaries or movies
Yes.
that you can recommend,
Tweet us your favourite, or slide into our DMs your favourite. I love it. I feel like I'm so old when I say slide into our DMs. Your favourite basketball movie or documentary or even podcast. I am partial to a great podcast. I did listen to the Kobe Bryant podcast, which is amazing.
all right, it was
Back in action here. The score sheet is fixed
a bit of a delay. Sometimes that can be a little bit disruptive to play, right?
for sure.
Nice skip. Langhorne again. She's ready. She is ready.
That's a nice find there from Hannah Kaiser as well. And Kaiser attracted the defense there, and Langhorne was a great teammate and
rolling
knocked
with
that
that
down.
extra reach. Let's go for the dunk. Ooh, getting the rebound stats up. That's unlucky.
It is quite unlucky. And do you think that's finals nerves?
Oh yeah. See, look, happens to the best of us. So Keely
Absolutely.
played this
Even
year.
the MVP of the league gets some finals nerves.
Exactly.
She's
She's come
human.
back from a stint within the 3-on-3 for Australia, and then she played for the World Uni Games too.
Yeah.
Still gets nervous at finals time. That's normal. Happens
Absolutely.
to everyone.
Absolutely.
We got Katie Rowe back on the court now. She's coming for Gazy.
She has.
Gazy's having a rest early. Probably wants to protect her knee. She's just coming back from an ACL injury.
Yeah, correct.
She's been playing really well since she's increased her minutes.
Absolutely.
But as you said, signed to Townsville, so it's in her best interest to stay healthy.
For sure.
Nice by Simons. That's what she does best. Collects the scraps.
Yeah.
Finishes off well.
And that's it. In the last game we saw Newcastle get a ton of offensive boards. So if you're getting that O board, you've got to make sure that you punish the other team. But equally, they absolutely need to find a body on defense.
Yeah, don't let her get that O board again. Happens once, not again. Especially if you can make a free throw like that too.
Yeah.
This is such a good matchup for
I
Willow
know.
and Seabomb.
Yeah, Canberra leading 10-9 after 7 minutes of play here in the first quarter. Close and low-scoring game. Kaiser from 3, unlucky.
Great rebound from Caitlin Rowe. And the putback. Love it when a guard gets in there with a putback.
Get in there. It's a great board there, and that'll do her confidence the world of good, especially matching up on Renee Garlett.
That's right. But Caitlin's a great defender.
Renee just a little off target there. She's definitely a great shooter, and we'll keep shooting from here for sure.
Oh, nice block. Simons again in there. Oh.
Foul called there on Keely Froling.
Yeah, let's
try to get out of the way and keep running.
Carrying on with that play. Let's hope that the refs can keep that under control. We don't want we don't want any of that kind of play to get too out of hand.
Correct. Yeah, it's
glad that they picked it up early though.
Yeah, absolutely. Krista Langhorne there getting a nice break, and
probably
Thornbury checking in.
Top scorer for Nationals, I'm pretty sure. She's got at least 6.
Yeah, absolutely. Playing her role just nicely.
She spent some time playing in the QBL too, so she's pretty well experienced for this kind of level of play. Froling picking up a second foul
here.
Wrestling with Trudy Black under the basket.
Squin, you also spent some time down in Canberra.
I did.
Your second home for a little while.
It was actually, yeah.
Also some time with the Caps as well.
Oh yes, just a cameo appearance.
Absolutely. Hey,
it still counts, right?
It absolutely still counts.
Canberra's a great place to play.
Isn't it just?
Yeah, they have a really great community. Everyone's very supportive. The way that they run their club basketball as well is really good. So shout out to anyone that plays down in Canberra. My Western Creek Dodgers.
Western Creek Dodgers. Where did you play, out of Tuggers or Belco?
Mostly out of Belco. Yeah, mostly out of Belco.
Yeah, great. Now, Canberra is a great place. Was down there the other weekend for our final game of the season, and always nice to go back and visit.
We were lucky enough to play at home for our last game, so where our coach retired, so we were able to get him a win, give him a nice send-off into retirement. So that was pretty cool.
There you go.
So yeah, anyone out there want to coach the Central Coast Crusaders Champ Women next year? Expressions of interest will be out in a week.
EOIs to Jacinta Govin, please.
Yes.
Squin, you should coach.
No, thank you. I'm happy to play. I would like to play as long as I possibly can.
Absolutely. Ooh,
Ooh,
bad luck.
Bad luck.
Right idea, but
she's able to draw both. She just couldn't find Trudy there under the basket.
For sure.
It's going to be a real grind, this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Neither team, for me, really found. Cop that.
What I really like about the Canberra team as well is they've got a lot of talented young people that they're integrating into this program really well.
Absolutely.
So they get the experience of playing with people like Froling and Kate Gaze.
Yeah, absolutely.
But still having there you go.
Yes.
Still having the opportunity to develop their own game.
For sure. Nice shot there from Renee Garlop, and just punched the air. You can just tell the relief of that. She got finally hit a shot after a couple of misses, and I guess that's what good shooters do, is they just keep shooting and believe in themselves that the next one will go in.
That's right. It's just when you get to this age though, and you've played for that long, it's all just a mental thing, isn't it, when you're shooting?
Absolutely.
You know, you put the work in and got the skill. You've got to keep your head clear.
Absolutely. I mean, you've shot that shot thousands of times. A foul assessed here to Thornbury there on the rebound.
I think Canberra a little bit disappointed that wasn't a jump ball.
For sure.
The last 25 seconds to go. Foul count is 4-5. 4 for the Bears, 5 for the Nationals.
Yeah, that foul there. They're a bit of a coach killer, isn't it? They walk the length of the floor, and especially in this close game, that 2 free throws, and the commentators go. So we just won't say anything else about this. We'll let her shoot a shot.
Oh, didn't help. That's okay.
Dear.
Now, either team doesn't really want to give up a cheap foul in this last 20 seconds.
No, they don't.
Sending the other to the line and potentially having a unnecessary foul to carry the rest of the game.
For sure, and I think the players now, they've had a quarter to sort of settle in, and they now know how the the refs are calling the game, and they just now they just need to make those adjustments.
Yeah, still feel like both teams just aren't comfortable.
Yeah, quite settled in, for sure.
Making a couple of mistakes they probably wouldn't normally make.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Timeout.
Tell you what, between these timeouts though, it's like an NBA quarter. It's going for half an hour 45.
Now, Squint, if you're Coach Tom Gallup, you've got the ball with 2.8 seconds out of bounds. What kind of play are you drawing, and who are you going to?
Ooh, why not go for a 3?
Yeah.
Because it would put you with 1 point to go going into the second quarter, and with the momentum. I mean, Renee did just make the last 3, and she's probably the most experienced in these kind of situations.
Right.
Without being biased that, hey, I want my wife to score the 3.
Of course.
But look, you've got Simons, you've got Muffy. They're all on the floor at the moment and are also capable of making those shots. But I would say, hey, go for the 3. Why not?
I reckon just coming off a double low screen for a a long 3 from the corner.
And if they're smart enough, they'll probably be able to, if they know that they're going to double the shooter, they've probably got someone sealing underneath once they've set the screen.
Absolutely.
Dump it in there, draw a foul.
Wait no more. Let's just see what's going to happen here.
Let's do it.
Looks like Canberra coming out in man-to-man D.
You know Tom's always got something up his sleeve.
He does. Very crafty coach. Of course, now we'll be assistant coaching at the Sydney Uni Flames this season. Well done to Tom.
Yeah, very exciting. A brand new coaching lineup, I think, for the Flames too.
With Katrina Hibbert, who's actually here today, watching some of the players. Watching all the games. I mean, I'm sure she's not watching just a few.
I'm only here to see certain players. I don't care about anyone
Yeah,
else.
I'm only just here to watch 2 people.
I would say they're probably, maybe she's having a cheeky scout for her development squad.
Yeah, good one, Squin.
But, we're not playing, so...
This is true. I mean, she's missed
out.
out.
She's missed out. She's not going to get the full breadth of talent.
Absolutely.
From the team that came 7th and
What
last.
What about us? Oh, goodness. They're having some clock issues.
Yeah, a lot of clock issues in this game.
Looks like they're trying to get... They got it to 2.4 seconds, which doesn't look to be enough. So I'm just wondering what they're...
Oh, I thought it was...
2.08 seconds.
Oh, is that seconds though? Or are they putting
No.
it on minutes? What are they doing? It's going up. It's supposed to be going down.
Every second and millisecond and 30 seconds. No, that's 3 seconds.
3 minutes or 3 seconds?
No, 2.7. Here we go.
That'll do.
Yeah,
That'll
round
do.
of applause.
Well done.
No? No one else?
I don't think he's going to be satisfied unless it's 2.8.
Tom's asking for 2.8. I know we've got the thumbs up. We're going with 2.7.
Yep. I think they just want the quarter to be done with. Oh, they've gone inside. 1-on-1. Ooh.
There we go.
Unlucky not
Didn't
to
see
get
that
a call
one
there.
coming, but very unlucky not to get a call. But that's quarter time here, and Canberra Nationals have a 2-point lead over the North Bears, 14-12. We're going to take a short break, grab your cup of tea and Vicky, and we'll be back in the next minute and a half. Thanks. Alrighty, we're back for second quarter action here. The Nationals holding a 2-point lead over the North Bears, 14-12, in what was a great first quarter. Squin, what did you make of it?
Yeah, I still feel like each team aren't comfortable yet. I mean, it's still quite an unpredictable game. I don't feel like there's been a lot of continuity just yet. Hopefully
sure.
each team will start to just get a little bit more comfortable. We'll see a few more set plays run a little bit more successfully.
Oh, nice screen and roll there. Yeah, I agree with you, Squinny, that if they're once they start to settle in and, it's adjusting to the defensive too. Like, the teams don't know what the other teams, how they're going to play D, and I think it's part of just adjusting to that too, which is part of the battle.
And when you get to this stage of the season, you've played each other twice, and you've got teams like Canberra and North, who are both very professional teams, very professional coaching staff. They're going to be scouting
Garlett
each other.
for 3.
Ooh. Yeah. She didn't even need to hold her follow through on that. She was like, yeah, that'll do. That's going to go in.
Gives North the lead. But, yeah, you're right, Squinner, here that they've both scouted each other, but still on the day, on any given day, anything can happen. And right now I feel the momentum sort of shifting over the way of Norths at the moment.
Yeah, definitely, as we, almost the first minute of the second quarter has gone. I feel like that quarter time was shorter than a timeout.
You're right, actually.
Well, and now, unfortunately, with the air ball for the North Bears.
That was a good look, though, but unfortunately,
yeah.
just doesn't drop.
But gives Canberra now the opportunity to get the momentum back.
Correct. But, as a shooter, you've got to take those shots because, you're open and the next one will probably drop.
Great split line help there.
Yeah.
And she did a great job not to foul as well.
Absolutely. Out of bounds play there for the Nationals. And,
interesting they had their point guard throwing it in. Generally, you want the ball in the point guard's hands.
Absolutely. North's pushing the ball up ahead again. Nice drive there from Simons.
Just exploiting that slight mismatch in speed, I think.
For sure.
But then on the other end here, Langhorne's probably got the advantage between that matchup of her inside game.
Absolutely.
She can play inside and out.
Gaze from deep.
Ooh, looks good.
Looks good from here. Unlucky. Good hustle there from Chico. Subs here. Keely falling back in, and I'm sure won't be long before she's back in the game on the scoreboard.
Piper Thornberry has done really well in this game for a young player.
Absolutely. She's come in and held her own and got some boards and a score.
She hasn't shied away, which I quite like. She still played with confidence.
Absolutely. It's a great drive there from Kaiser. And
unlucky. That was Langhorne getting in the right spot again. It's just too bad that pass wasn't executed.
yeah, correct. Jump ball there and possession now for the North Bears.
North's up by 3. Is this the first time they've led in the game?
I think so, yeah.
Let's say yeah. Well, probably since
Let's say yeah.
the early
Oh,
stages.
nice screen and roll. Almost a no-look shot there from Simons, and
almost got away with it.
absolutely.
I think there will be a really big boost for North to get a score here.
For sure.
Subbing in, 23 for Canberra Nationals, Maddie Penn.
Maddie Penn in.
Maddie Penn, born and bred here on the Central Coast.
There she was.
Found her way down to Canberra just as I did. She's come back. She's playing. She's actually playing college in Vancouver at the moment, so I think she's due to go home pretty soon.
Great.
But looking to get some minutes here back on her old home court.
Yeah, great.
Really. Oh, good defense.
Chick has got Froling's number at the moment with that nice block there.
She's pretty smart like that, and I think body types, they're really, really similar.
Yeah, she is.
I think
similar like body types in the way that they kind of play and
how they use their length to their advantage. We've got Maddie Penn now matching up on Garlett. Well, they're switching the screens, it looks like. Two former
Later.
Coasties against each other there. Ooh, unlucky. Good offensive rebound.
Oh, Froling, that could be dangerous. Froling picks up her third foul now.
Ooh. 3 fouls, nearly halfway through the second quarter. Probably not ideal for the MVP.
No, it's not. And we did see Thornbury motion there to go for a sub, but Froling's turned to the bench and Froling's letting the ref know what's up. But, you know, this happened in the last game when someone got their third foul and, you know, players do need to adjust, but there's also that danger period of, you know, do you sit, do you not sit? C-bomb there with the massive shot there. But it's that danger that you don't know because your fate is in the referee's hands and, you know, you don't really want to roll the dice and take the risk in a finals game when it's so close like it is, really.
And it's like, and you're just asking your coach just to trust you that you're not going to do it again.
Sure.
That's a big call for Jenny.
Yeah.
Coach of the year.
Coach of the year, Jenny Lonergan. What a sweet little step through move there from Abby Cabillo there and off the glass.
Gazy's looking to push.
Froling saying, give it to me inside and
just unlucky. Trying to keep her composure though.
Certainly not crashing the boards with the same intent that she was in the first quarter and you can see, and that's the risk when you play with 3 fouls, that you have to kind of go back into your shell and not play the game you would normally play with that risk.
Now
Subs here.
Tristan Black's back in. Be interesting to see if she matches up. Oh, it looks like actually North is in a zone.
Maddie Penn scores on her home court. I'm sure she's seen these rings quite a few times.
She was actually telling me before the game that she always shoots well on this court. So
home court advantage, really.
Yeah. She said she grew up playing shooting 1,000 shots here.
Goodness.
That's where she feels most comfortable is shooting here. So they had a shooting session yesterday. She was making everything, and even her teammates were like, "Oh, you decided to make some shots now, have you?"
Never seen you shot so well.
And she's like, "It's just these rings. It's just what she knows."
Are these your favourite rings as well, Skin?
Definitely. You know, I tried to shoot outside at work the other day. It's really hard.
Hey. Nice move there. Outdoor courts. Outdoor courts usually have those really clunky metal.
Ooh, yeah.
That boing.
That ugly sound when you hit the backboard. So Cabillo's coming down. Oh, and then now a turnover. Now the momentum seems to be going with Canberra. I'd like to see Cabillo just push it a little bit more.
Yeah, she's got like 2 out of 2 times. The last time she got a nice left-hand layup. The time before she got a really nice, sweet shot off the backboard. She needs to keep pushing because Norths haven't quite found an answer to stop her just yet. Mass subs here for Norths, getting some fresh legs, and I think the thing with Norths is, you know, when they do make some subs, they don't really lose a lot, and that's the same with Canberra really. Both teams go quite deep, and you know, the energy's high in the room, and that, you know, all players are coming in ready to play, which is great.
Oh, nice find for Gazy off that screen. Just a little bit unlucky.
Danger.
Every time she goes for a
Crushing
loose
the
ball, it's
board.
kind of like,
I know. Like,
everyone tenses up.
look, I'm of the opinion that you want like your best players on the court at all times. So I hope that they don't give her a 4th foul. I'm not saying don't call it if it's not there, but
Yeah.
you want it to be a fair contest and not
And
be
we want a match, you know. We want to watch a really good.
I want
competitive
overtime.
match.
I want overtime.
Overtime, calling it early.
I do.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe not. We'll see.
Maddie's doing a good job pushing. Oh, nice. Turn the corner on Garlap with a nice end one play. That's that home court advantage.
She knows every inch of the ring.
I actually used to have Maddie Penn here in when I used to coach Learn to Play, and she was growing up. She's probably one of my staff pupils that learned to play, Maddie Penn.
Really?
Yep.
It doesn't make you feel old, Squin. I mean, we're not fossils yet, but when we like players that like that we used to coach or things like that are now either our teammates or whatnot.
No,
right.
It does make me feel old.
It makes you feel really old. All right, let's stay focused here, Squin.
Okay.
All right, so we're just going to give a shout out to some of our sponsors.
Yeah, like Spalding is our official basketball partner for Basketball New South Wales. So the juniors and our senior comps all play with a Spalding ball.
Excellent. And CSM is the official apparel supplier to Basketball New South Wales. So those gorgeous shirts that the referees wear, all the staff, the volunteers, thanks to Woz and all his team at CSM. And the official Spalding Waratah League game ball is now available. So should you wish, Squin, to buy any of your teammates, your friends, or anybody a gift, you can visit Basketball New South Wales online store at www.bnsw.com.au to purchase yours today. And there's a load of other accessories there too. So watch it fly out the absolute door. And, you know, Christmas is just around the corner, guys. Never forget where we are.
We'll get in early for Christmas, I
Get in
say.
early.
Get in early for your off-season and buy a new basketball.
Well, it is the off-season. We had to give the balls back to the team, so I need to purchase a new ball to keep the get the shots up in the off-season.
Well, it's the off-season for us.
Absolutely. Maddie Penn missing that shot there.
Unfortunately not converting the three-point play. But she has managed to put the Nationals back in the lead by 3, leading 22-19. And Muffy's looking to explore. Nice option there. Good patience there from Muffy Loader. Should be happy with getting her first points of the game, I think. North will be looking to get another stop.
Yeah, absolutely.
This Kate Seabom and Abby Cabillo matchup is really, really nice to watch.
Absolutely.
But Maddie Penn doing the hard work, getting another offensive rebound. We can see Beck Dallinger on the court too.
Another youngster, been
Definitely.
at school's cup all week.
She had a great game this morning for her youth league team. I think she's lined up to play for the Australian Indigenous team the next couple of weeks too.
Yeah, correct. Goodness me, to be young again, Squid, to play like 17 games of basketball in a week.
Oh mate, I don't know how
Pulling
we
up
couldn't do
after
that.
one game. Life's tough. Speaking of the off-season, shout out to the Mighty Hills Hornets girls that are tuning in on live. Thanks for the love. That's the great thing about this competition, and being able to go live is that, you know, everyone can tune in and watch, and I think everyone's waiting on the edge of the seats to see who's going to be in the championship game tomorrow and who we're going to crown the 2019 champions.
Could be anybody. Could be anybody.
Maybe not anybody. Could be either Newcastle, Norths or Canberra.
Well, whoever plays best on the day, as they say.
Correct. Yes.
I think what I was trying to say is there probably isn't a definite favourite.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Just toss a coin.
Well, North's doing the hard work getting the offensive boards. You kind of
Keeping
want to
it
hope they're
alive,
going to
right?
convert.
Valos.
It's unlucky.
There's your
There's Langhorne again,
Langhorne.
getting the scraps. You just can't teach experience like that and the hustle, work ethic that she has.
absolutely. And you know what? They're in these sorts of games, though, Squin, like in any tap, you know, if you can't quite get your hands on the ball, you've got to then be able to just keep the ball alive for your team. And Dallinger, unlucky.
Nice find by Seabom.
Because every possession absolutely matters.
That's exactly right.
Kaiser. Nice little shot there.
She's being really aggressive on the drive today. I'm used to seeing her, you know, kind of settle a little bit more for the three-point shots,
Yeah.
but she's done a really good job getting to the rack today.
Absolutely. Showing her all those skills. And
Oh, unlucky.
nearly took out the
Nice hustle from Maddie Penn, though.
absolutely nearly took out the dividers between the corporate boxes there, and landed in the laps of some of our VIPs that we've got down there.
Well, you know, keeps them accountable. Hopefully they're paying attention. They don't cop one of the Spalding balls
End up
to
with
the face.
someone in their lap.
Yeah.
Got 2 minutes to go in the quarter, and it's a 4-point game with Nationals up by 4 here. And who's it going to?
Oh,
Dallinger spotting. Oh no, Valos.
that was great D from Canberra. They managed to double team one of their better players, Simons, and force one of the bench players to take a shot she probably didn't want to take.
Absolutely. Now the ball didn't hit the ring there, so no reset of the shot clock. That's why ball's going back to the Nationals here. Under 2 minutes to go. God, this is a great contest.
Yeah, it's
all
a
you
real
want, isn't it?
grind. It's a real grind this game. Probably not as much scoring as the last semi-final we watched, but also not as physical. That was a nice contest
North
under
D
there.
has been sensational today. Like the blocks, and I'm sure that Coach Tommy Garlop has prepared his team well, watching tape, and they've known this. They know the scout really quite well, and I've been really impressed in how they've been able to take their players out of what it is that they like to do.
Yeah, and these two teams are so well matched up because nearly everyone on these teams and on their rosters can score.
Absolutely.
For both teams, like, they have to lock down on defense.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. And you're right, it is such a grind, Squin, that they're like no shots are coming easy, and when they're, they've got open shots and they've just got to be able to knock those shots down, and every possession matters in these sorts of games.
Yeah, and I think if we've seen a couple open layups, it's either been on a steal or it's just been on a split second where maybe the help D has fallen asleep. But I mean, that's only happened, twice in the whole game?
Yeah,
Everything
correct.
else is, you've had to really work for it. Even then, with a hand.
Yeah, and also being super active on D and playing really great team D and all from behind.
It's all that
Chloe
hustle that we're talking about.
To Gallic, I think I got that right. Sorry. Tug me out. I've just got to say Chloe. Sorry. Names is not my fault.
We do know her first name is Chloe, though.
Chloe! Good hustle there from Chloe.
So we got Kendra Allison checking in for the first time in the game.
Yeah.
She's got a bit of a size difference inside. She's a lot stronger than Kristen.
Yeah, and Kendra was great in the league last year, and she's done some great things this year, but I think had a bit of an injury and certainly limited her impact and ability to play a full season.
Yeah, Renee's finding the mismatch. That's a bit unlucky.
Oh. We'll wait for the call here, Squid. Unsportsmanlike foul, I believe, assessed to Kendra there. Just perhaps holding the arm a little bit too long after the rebound.
Yeah, maybe that was out of frustration.
I think so. And for that, she's going to earn herself a rest on the bench just to...
Maybe to settle her head a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably not a good idea to be checked in and pick up an unsportsmanlike foul straight away.
Maybe not, no. But I...
Maddie's not having a good day at the free throw line, though.
She needs to shoot some more free throws with your Squid.
Oh, I'm not too sure if I'm the best person to shoot free throws with.
Come on, mate. Home court heroes.
Yeah.
And of course, two free throws and possessions. So not really ideal for them to get possession now with only 40 seconds
Ooh,
in
tough
cases.
shot.
Oh, goodness me! That is some confidence right there. And Kaiser knocking down the three-point play. And
with a hand. With a huge
hand.
hand in her face.
That's quite a costly play with a 4-point play. Unfortunately, that resulting for the unsportsmanlike foul. But still plenty of time. North really need to lock down on D here and not allow another score. But
oh, that's unlucky.
they've got 10 seconds here. They'll need to... The bench are counting down here. Seabomb taking it hard. And that's the kind of play, Squin, that if you've got the ball in your hands with under 5 seconds to go, you need to make sure that you're shooting that ball.
Yeah, well, the 2 seconds can be a really long time. I think Kate could have afforded just to take her time a little
Come
bit.
off 2 feet and
Maybe get it to someone like your Simons or your Garlic to make that last play of the quarter.
that's half time here. In what is, I guess, a really low scoring game here, Squin. That's like Canberra leading the game 29-21. And we're going to take a bit of a break, digest what was that first half of great basketball. And we're going to come back in the second half and we'll see you in 9 minutes.
That's right.
Alrighty, thanks for joining us for this second half action of the Spalding Waratah League Women Champions. I can't even get out. Championship Women second semi-final between the Canberra Nationals and the Norths Bears. We've got a close game, Squinny. So Rachel Herrick here, with my co-host Jacinta Govin from the Central Coast Crusaders. Canberra Nationals are up 29 points to 21.
Yeah.
We have actually received a few halftime shout-outs.
We have.
Shout out to Rod Tremler, player and referee development manager, tuning in all the way up from the Northern Territory.
Wow, that's dedication.
Far and wide we are receiving tune-ins. We've had Canada, Northern Territory, Sydney. Goodness me. The power of technology, Squinny, like to reach everybody and anyone at any time.
Making basketball a lot more accessible for people.
Absolutely. Now, 20 seconds to go into the second half, Spin. I'm going to put you on the spot. Who's going to win the game and why?
Oh, it's a tough one. I don't know if I could say.
No, you can't be on the fence, Spin.
Okay,
you have
I have
to
to make
choose
a
someone
decision.
and why.
And now, don't take this personally out there if anyone's listening now or in the future, but I think Canberra's going to get this only because they've had that real solid C-ball experience for the last 12 months.
Right.
They've probably got a bit more experience and culture about them of how to like really grind out a tough game and how to take the game by the reins and get a win. I think purely because of that. I don't think it's because of talent. I think it's just going to come down to culture and experience.
Fair enough.
Not saying that North have a bad culture, not at all. I think their culture is excellent, but I think it's just based on an experience thing.
Your power, Crystal Langhorne drives there on the left-hand side, taking it strong to the basket, and she's giving her team some quality minutes today, Squin.
Definitely. She's always been a player who will work hard to get a lot of scraps and a lot of rebounds. She's definitely been someone who can get to the rack. I think there was a couple of times where she was MVP of our state league as well when she used to play for Queanbeyan. Then she took a stint in Queensland and has come back.
Roadrunners.
Queanbeyan
Yowies.
Yowies, yeah.
Queanbeyan Roadrunners.
Someone's a Roadrunners.
Who is the Roadrunners?
Shout out to the Roadrunners.
Can someone give me a hand and tell me who the Roadrunners are?
Oh, Simons making up for an early foul down there against Langhorne, and now she'll have 2 shots.
Leads out to 10 points here for the Nationals.
I think the Nationals just going to have to keep chipping away to get this win. But in the same respect, North are just going to have to build on their stops and one possession at a time to make sure they stay in it.
Excuse me for a second. Just need to tell the galoots in front of us, Sam Gruggan, to quieten down. He's distracting us, Squin.
Timing isn't right, is he, Rach?
Rude.
So Simon's only making 1 of 2 there. So
Like
the deficit
the offensive board.
It's only 9, but yeah, off it. Oh, nice look there. Oh, almost drew another foul under the basket. This is unlucky. Renee did have the nice find. Unfortunately, the North couldn't convert. They'd be looking to get a stop.
Taking a look at some of the stats leaders for the first half, Squin. Simon's leading their way for Norths with 10 points. Sarah Schicko has 8 rebounds. Renee Garlett with 6 points. Now for the Nationals, Crystal Langhorne has 8 points. Hannah Kayser 7. Froling, interestingly enough, she's only got the 2 points to her name. So North have done an incredible job to keep it to only 2 points.
Definitely. And for Sarah Schicko to have 8 rebounds as well, and has probably had most of the responsibility for keeping Keely Froling under control.
And Maddie Penn has 6 points. So there has been quite a good spread of scorers for the Nationals, but North's defense is been quite incredible, to be fair.
That's what's going to keep them in this. There, and they double teaming Froling under the basket and forcing a turnover.
And they're really, the whole team is actually switched into, knowing and having that awareness of where Froling is to get that double team to her at all times. And, the rest of the Nationals players are doing an incredible job to keep the scoreboard ticking over.
Daisy going for the gamble. Someone's got to break this scoring drought, surely.
For sure.
Great D underneath there. Ooh, very unlucky. Very unlucky. She did a great job forcing Shika to... Shika was right on the basket.
For
She
sure.
did a great job forcing her to have to give it up.
Yeah, North right now, they're in a bit of a scoring drought, so they really need to find someone who's going to be able to, you know, put the ball into their arm,
Yeah.
take it hard to the rack and take some control here.
Yeah, we need someone just to kind of take a bit of leadership in this game. Is it going to be Renee? Oh, unlucky. Nice box out from Daisy. Good contest there with Muffy.
Sure. Cabillo taking it hard to the rack, and foul assessed to, looks like it'll be Kate Seabom, and
She's just so hard to keep up with. She's so quick and
She's
so
so
strong.
so quick.
And when
I
someone's that
just
quick
turned my
and
head
strong,
blinking. Already gone.
you don't really want to stand in front of someone like that too. Like, that's a good charge opportunity, but it's like, oh, do I risk
Nah.
getting injured? My credit to anyone that has the guts to step up and take a charge against a quick player like that. Canberra just edging out to a 10-point lead again. Got that, match-up inside. Simons is looking to give it up. Canberra doing a really good job of chasing. They don't want to overplay. Nice block from Froling, and here comes Canberra. Cabillo pushing. Ooh!
It's a 50-50 call there, Spoon, I reckon, that, you know, both players making contact, and, you know, what they say when you go to the well until it goes dry, and, you know, they're going to keep giving the ball to Cabillo, and she's going to keep running at Seabom until.
That's right. Defender of the year, Kate Seabom's definitely got her work cut out today.
Correct. Cabillo connecting on the first free throw.
All these free throws are just slowly extending the lead for Canberra, but it's still making a massive difference, even though it's just point by point. Now it's 12.
Oh.
A little bit unlucky. I think she tried to steal from the cookie jar there.
Might have been just additional contact on the body there. Of course, great job by the referees here this weekend, and certainly an admirable job that not everybody likes
It's
to
definitely the toughest job of all the jobs you could have in basketball. A referee is the hardest job, I would say.
Hey, nice move by Garlock, and just staying composed to.
Let's hope that lights a fire under her so she can start to get on a little bit of a roll and get North back into this.
Absolutely.
Young Ali Burke has her work cut out guarding Hannah Kaiser.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice little step from Froling. There you go. Can't afford to overplay.
Absolutely. Making her work hard for her points today, Keely Froling. Norths are only four points so far today. What a great little backdoor cut there from Shika.
She's going to try backing it up. Very nice.
Remembering Keely Froling is on 3 fouls, so having to play ever so cautiously.
Yeah, that was really smart to exploit that in that situation. And now we're back to 10.
Norths really need to make sure that Keely Froling doesn't get on a bit of a roll here. She's got the ability to be able to, you know, go from 4 points to 20 in a matter of minutes. So
yeah, I think like she's probably feeling a bit more comfortable, but also probably now learning that she's going to have to find other ways to score than what she's used to.
Yeah, correct.
Playing a bit of PG here.
Yeah, Coach Jenny.
Why not?
Signalling at them to advance the ball quicker. Bit of a hand check there from Sarah Shika. Halfway through the third quarter here, Squin, and it's a 12-point lead to the Nationals, 26-38.
A lot can, like, the third quarter is always like the crucial quarter,
it's
right?
the championship quarter,
The
Squin.
championship quarter.
That's where they say championships are won and lost, so
Is that from Coach Carter? How they call the third quarter the championship quarter?
it's probably why you don't know about it then, Squin, if it is.
I've heard it being called championship quarter from like other coaches and other players, and I think they've got it from that. Isabel Palmer, Newcastle prodigy. I know that you're disappointed that I haven't watched Coach Carter, but if
She's
you can
going to go
buzz in,
home and watch it tonight.
buzz in
Watch
and
it.
let me know if championship quarter is actually from that movie.
Buzz on in, slide on in. Quick shout out again to Rod. Apparently he was putting milk in his coffee the first time, so tuning in from up in the Northern Territory, the Rod Tremlett, player and referee development manager. Thanks for tuning in, Rod. We
Tough
appreciate
shot.
you tuning in from far and wide on this glorious Saturday afternoon here in sunny Terrigal, Breakers Indoor Stadium. Ooh,
Oh, Muffy gotten caught up there.
had to be
Motion's getting high in this third quarter.
absolutely. No call there. It was just a clean drive to the basket.
That's right.
Bit of a over back. Right on the halfway line, we are swimming our elevated seating at top of our tower here.
Yeah. Definitely the best point to be, I think, in the stadium.
Absolutely, we see everything.
I mean, other than being on the court, being a player in the finals.
Closest to the action that we'll get this weekend, Squin.
Yeah. Court side seats. It's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll
It's
take
not
that.
too bad, yeah.
So Norths are now 4.5 minutes still on the third. Norths are already committed their
bonus.
fifth foul.
Free throws are an absolute killer today.
Yeah, especially in this game. I don't think either team has had a very high free throw percentage.
Correct.
Froley missing 2 from 2, which is unlike her. Nice find for Gazy at the top, unlucky. Oh, nice fake from Kaiser. She's having a really good game, you know.
Agreed.
She hasn't had a lot of touches. Oh, here's Langhorn. Oh, that's unlike her. She'd be disappointed with
The
that.
number one in the Crystal Langhorn fan club just
Oh.
took off in the city.
You just got to give credit where credit's due, you know.
For
She's got
sure.
such a good work ethic.
Absolutely.
But Kaiser, look, she hasn't had as many touches or as many shots as probably she has during the season in other round games. But when she has, she's definitely
Made
making
it
the most
count.
of it.
Absolutely, and that's finals basketball, isn't it? That it's, you know, you never know what kind of game you're going to get, and you've just got to be able to make your contributions as best you can. And when you do get it, making those chances count, that's for sure.
And she has the chance to follow that up into her, I think it's her debut WNBL season, right? Now she's going to play with Adelaide.
Correct, yeah.
You see
North into
Kendra
Kendra.
Allison back on the floor, taking it to Froling. Tough shot, nice finish.
They really needed that shot that there.
Now she
North's-
can be really good under the basket, so let's hope she kind of lights a fire in this North team on the offensive end.
Correct. They just need to lock down here and get 2 stops at Seabum.
Great steal. Let's see if she can convert. And draws a foul.
And 1. That's a great 3-point play, or possible 3-point play there from the defensive player of the year, Kate Seabum.
That's right. Proving
Up in the
herself.
lane, that's energy. That's the energy that we're looking for.
That's the
Well,
desperation.
not we. Perhaps Coach Tom Garb's looking for.
No, I want to see it too. It makes the game even
Squid
more
wants
exciting.
to see it too.
A desperation, the urgency to get this back. And 3-point play. There you go.
Nice. Back to it. We just can't quite crack that 10-point lead at the moment.
Kind of stuck on that 10-point buffer. This is a chance for North to really turn it around and start clawing their way back in the third.
For sure.
Kaiser is really good coming off that curl cut.
Yeah, North really need to have a look at how they're defending that curl cut. They need to have a defender step over and bump the cutter perhaps.
I think you're right, because if Muffy were to go under that curl cut instead of following her around, she takes the risk of giving Hannah an open shot.
Correct.
Oh,
Unable
one
to
from
connect
2.
on the second there.
Nice kick ahead.
Renee waits for the rest of her teammates to join her. North need to be really wary that Keely Froling is still on 3 fouls.
Yeah,
So
you're right.
they would need to exploit that and perhaps send some plays her way to defend the screen or defend the play.
And maybe get to the rack a little bit because Canberra have 14 fouls. Just give them one more and they're in the bonus.
Yeah,
That could be really handy in this last 3 minutes.
for sure. They need to stay in touch here, that's for sure, going into the 4th quarter. Oh, nice
There we
find.
go. Very nice find. I mean, full credit to C-Bomb too. Like, she's known for her defensive skills, but she can get a lot of assists as well. She's
Absolutely,
really good at
and that's
finding.
that great seal that you said about Kendra having down low and turnaround jumper there.
Muffy looking to push. Nice kick
Finds
across.
Renee. That's a very dangerous cross-court pass there, but
Ooh.
finds Garl up there and
Ooh.
foul assessed. Looks like it's going to be Langhorne. Looks like they heard your screen that they need to get the ball into Kendra.
That's right.
She can be dangerous and
Definitely a bit of a mismatch. Like, you know, Langhorne can guard the post, but Kendra's just fancy footwork, got the strength.
fancy footwork.
Yeah, I reckon she's got
Fancy.
really good footwork for a 5-man.
Absolutely. Subs here. Langhorne goes to the bench and Maddie Penn comes in though. The homegrown local.
Homegrown hero.
Homegrown hero. Shout out to those sitting up there.
We've got the Crusaders bar set up for the weekend, actually, which is
Interesting.
in our mezzanine. Can see
Mezzanine.
see the mezzanine. Crusaders bar sounds way better than mezzanine, though, right?
Free throw line.
A couple of famous faces up there.
Celebrities. Of course, the Hornsby Spiders up there also.
Yeah, already.
Kendra connecting on 1 from 2 into the postseason, the
Yeah.
off-season of the Hornsby Spiders.
Really seem to be confident in themselves after the loss. What's this
And
now?
we're under 10 points.
Yeah,
we
we've
said
cracked the buffer.
cracking the 10-point and
There's still lots of time in this third quarter for North to get back into it.
that's just a great move, right? There's Renee's in front of her and Keely Froling is quite long and makes her dribble. Well, she goes so far in one dribble and he's just so composed and poised on the finish and he's at that point you just say good shot because when you have to make a player work hard for a shot and that's it.
And we got under 10 on the shot clock and you got your 5-man with the ball, which is not ideal. So Muffy's
Ooh. Bit of a push in the back. North just seem a bit, they need to be a bit more organised on offence there.
Yeah, I think they seem a little bit disjointed, which is quite unlike them. Takes a lot to rattle the North's team on offence because they're very well drilled and they're usually very well executed,
Correct.
especially when this group has played together at least the last 2-3 seasons.
For sure.
So we're
Still-
back to 10 points.
Back to 10 points. Still quite a low scoring game, Squin. There's
It is.
34 to 44.
It's like a Crusaders Hills game.
Oh, hey, we got to like 70s and 60s, mate. That was actually a
did.
close game.
We did. We definitely, it was a close game. To be honest, I wish we sealed the deal on that game, but you guys just wanted it more, I think, on the day.
Look, it was a good game, that one. Had many great games this season.
Oh,
no.
unlucky.
Oh,
Oh, getting messy down there, getting messy. Lots of emotions and frustrations coming out. Probably
yeah.
not at the right time with each team into the bonus.
Yeah, flaunting with danger a bit. You know, when you try and get deflections and whatnot.
And Simons is on 3 now.
She's going to take a rest. You'd think for the rest of the quarter and Valos comes on in. Maddie Penn to the line.
We'll allow. Let's see if she can make this 2 from 2. She didn't have a good day at the office from the free throw line in the first half. There you go. Maybe she
Scotty
just
Knight.
likes this end of the court more than the other end.
We need a little keyboard that has that ding ding.
Oh, all the presets with the sound effects.
Yeah.
Oh. Magic. We have the sound from Mario when every time you get a coin.
Ding 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 ding. No, how good's Mario Kart?
Oh, so good.
Nice handoff play between Seabomb and Kendra there. Oh,
Oh, okay. Way to keep
Stop
playing,
it.
North.
way to keep the ball alive and making the most of every possession there.
That would have been a great assist from the ground for Muffy.
Absolutely. But good collect there from Kendra, and she finds herself at the free throw line. Lots of free throw shot today.
Yeah, it's been a lot. Pretty minimal percentage. Not minimal, but not a percentage.
Cursed.
A percentage that you would expect from these teams.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just that tension. It's back to 12 now, or 11. Still in that double-digit buffer.
Correct. North look like they're up the court here, in a bit of a press to try and cause a bit of disruption, but Nationals advance the ball with little difficulty.
Even just to chew up some of the time on the clock for the Nationals.
Yeah, for sure. Thornbury with the drive. Oh, it just rims out. Same team, both Kaiser and Froling have their hands on the ball, and they're the coach killers, that one there, that offensive.
Oh, a nice step from Cabillo.
Froling working extremely hard under there, but that's the coach killer screen when you've only got less than a minute left on the clock, and the offensive boards, and they're quite active, and North really need to find a way to get a body on their players.
Like they did a good job kind of, double, triple teaming Froling under the basket without fouling, but you've got to try and stop her from getting the offensive rebounds in the first place.
Correct.
Last 30 seconds to go, be in North's best interest to try and finish the quarter with a score.
Yeah, they don't want it to get any further out than it currently is.
What do you think is going through Tom Garlett's head right now, Rachel?
They need to put some points on the board and get some stops. Oh, stop it.
Ankle breaker, we call that.
Yeah. Reset of the clock there. 6.
Nice. It's unlucky.
Not luck.
Good job from North getting the last 2 shots up. Just unlucky they couldn't convert.
Absolutely.
So now they're going into the last quarter of this semi-final in the championship women's game with a 13-point deficit. 35 North, 48 Canberra.
Correct. We're going to take a quick breather, put the kettle on. We'll be back in just a minute. Alrighty, 4th quarter about to kick off here from Breakers Indoor Stadium for this semi-final number 2 in the Spalding Waratah League in the Championship Women's Division. Newcastle Hunters already through to the big grand final tomorrow, waiting to see who it'll be, and currently at the moment we've got the Canberra Nationals up 48 points to 35 over the North Bears.
There we go.
Spin.
That's that scoring that we need from Simons.
That's exactly what Coach Tom Garlett would be after, is the first score. And they look like they've dropped back into a bit of a zone here.
I wonder if it's some kind of matchup zone, because they've got Simons that's playing at the very back, and they've got the bigs playing in the second line. So
Maybe they're all 1-3-1.
yeah.
Protect the free throw line, and
I know that Tom's going to be in charge of the Sydney Uni Flames defence for next season.
there you go.
Yeah, so it would be pretty interesting to see how this 1-3-1 works out for them. That's a great dish from Allison. That's the team
inside,
basketball that
outside,
they've got to play.
inside, outside. Creating a bit of ball movement is exactly what is going to get some scores on the board, and that creates open shots there for Norths and Kate Seabom to make the most of it. Now Maddie Penn.
Under pressure.
Cabillo. Ooh,
That's a
That
dagger.
hurts.
A dagger on a missed box out, and then to hit a three.
whack. Simons with the ball in her hands, and
There we go. There's Allison underneath. Ooh, unlucky. Got to keep looking at that. It's been working really well for North.
absolutely
Allison's quite good at finding the open man, as you saw before. There's Garlett.
gets a handle on the ball.
Manages to keep it, thankfully. Another mismatch inside. Tough shot. We've had a lot of change of possessions already. It's only been 2 minutes in the quarter. Cabillo's going to go back to back.
Whack, whack, whack.
She's known for her penetration, but I'm really glad that she's developing that side of her game, being
Yeah,
able just to be
absolutely.
a threat from out there.
And Norths need to find a way to keep the ball out of her hands, I think.
Yeah. Oh, unlucky. Good hustle from Maddie Penn. Those little hustle plays make a big difference, because now Canberra with a time on the side.
And a 16-point lead.
That's
Just
quite-
taking their time to really set it up, Squin, and getting the ball through sets of hands.
Well, they can afford not to rush now.
Cabillo's really taken over in this in the fourth quarter here. Squin, she's had 8 points,
8
the
points
last
already.
8 points.
And it's not even 3 minutes in the fourth quarter, so Garlop has called an early timeout.
Excellent. We'll just take this chance to thank our sponsors, Squin. Basketball New South Wales would like to thank our official partners, New South Wales Office of Sport, Spalding, Carney Sports Marketing, PCYC, Cedar College New South Wales, Sydney Kings, Sydney Uni Flames and Allied Couriers. Of course, without any of their support, we wouldn't be able to bring you such great events as this weekend and the competition.
That's right. Basketball New South Wales is excited to announce the continuation of the Sydney Kings HSC program for 2020, which delivered in partnership with SEDA College and the Sydney Kings. The program is aimed at years 11 and 12 students, providing them with the opportunity to complete their HSC studies within sport and community settings. To learn more, visit www.cedarcollege.newsouthwales.edu.au.
Absolutely.
Just got that in there, Rach.
Just in the nick of time, Squinny.
Sounded a little bit like one of those political commercials, how they try and put the
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
endorsed by blah, blah, blah,
This is
blah.
endorsed by John. This is endorsed by Basketball New South Wales and Cedar College. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hot out of the reins there, Kate Seabon.
Oh, good mismatch, nice screen and roll,
Oh.
good patience, draws a foul.
Crystal Langhorn caught just a little bit out of position there behind and reaches over behind. How
Really
many
smart
times can you
play.
say behind in one sentence?
3, I think. Let's go
I'll
for
give
4.
it a crack.
I'll give you the challenge of trying to go for
She
4
got
next
stuck.
time.
Behind, reached in from behind.
There you go.
Nice take from Renee there.
Oh, another steal. Oh, unlucky, almost.
That matchup between Seaborn and Cabillo continues, and what a matchup it is. Two great athletes going at it. The Nationals working the ball around really well. And,
that was a nice find. I was just about to say, North were doing a really good job of keeping Canberra on the perimeter with that 1-3-1 matchup. But, yeah, Kaiser found a really nice find there.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Gala
finds the back of the net.
Absolutely. I don't think Norths are ready to go home just yet.
No, it's just the time. If someone really just needs to take this and take the game over the line.
Yeah, of course, Garlick is Coach of the Year in the Youth League Women, and the team is through to the finals tomorrow.
That's right. They played
Can
really
do it
well
all.
this morning.
Coaching's in the family. Stop.
Maybe a little bit too eager on that one.
Looked good from here.
So North is still in this matchup, I think, or is it slightly modified? It's slightly modified this time.
Yeah, looks like that.
It's still got
Froling just really kicking into auto gear and doing what she does best, really.
Ooh, feels like he got to get away with a foul there.
Schicker there with a nice move.
Ooh. She had a bit of a step back there. She wanted to take it.
Sure.
Probably doesn't need a rush. Nice find again by Gazy.
Langhorn there with the rebound, just doing those little 1%ers spin.
1%ers make all the difference, hey?
For sure.
Gazy finds a gap, goes hard.
And the Canberra Nationals bench on their feet and quite excited by that.
Nice find.
Later in the corner.
Nice
Whack,
shot from
whack,
Lucky.
whack.
North's really not going away quietly, are they?
No, they're not, but what they really need to do is just lock down and get 2 stops in a row and then get some scores on this to get back in the game.
2 stops, 2 scores would, yeah, really, really change the game, I think, at this point. Still trying to figure out what defense North's doing, because they're definitely not in that 1-3-1 anymore. I don't think they were in man either. Oh, good find.
Oh,
Good catch.
Hey!
Nice execution. That
what
was
a
really
nice
good.
play there.
I like how composed Simon stayed on that play too. 'cause She could
Absolutely.
have very easily gotten frazzled and just thrown out the court. I
Very-
mean, something I would have done.
Very crafty around the ring just there. And just like that, Squim could be back to their magic 10-point lead.
Well, they used to say when I was growing up, the game's won and lost in the last 5 minutes, and somehow we've already gotten ourselves in the last 4 minutes of this game. It's already
Time
10.
flies when you're having fun.
Back to that 10-point buffer that's been haunting us all game.
Kibilo's foot speed is just lightning quick.
Wow, and the way she finds people. Daisy, 3-point dagger.
Okay, guys. And Kendra's just given Kibilo a bit of a knock in the back. And there, Simons is ready to step in there. Tom Garlip on the sidelines really just urging his players on. It's an 11-point game, Squid, and really they're still in this.
They are definitely still in this. There's still lots of
Hey.
time. Oh, Garland with a big block. Ooh, I haven't seen her do a block like that for a while. Great extra pass. Come on, Muffy.
Oh, bad
That's
luck.
unlucky. That's the right shot to take, though.
Absolutely, they got the ball through 3 sets of hands there. She's wide open. Absolutely, you've got to take that shot.
Someone's just got to, you just got to dig deep and find a way to get this win. Ooh, unlucky on the double. Not too sure how long Froling was standing in there.
But you know what, she was strong enough to rip the ball through there and rewarded herself with 2 points.
Ooh.
Well, that's her 4th foul.
But she's done really well considering she had, what, her 3rd halfway through the 2nd quarter. And now I've only gotten her 4th. So that's really good. Good on her.
Absolutely. Make it very interesting. As
Timeout here for
Coach Tom Garlick is calling a timeout to maybe bring the attention. I don't know. Hey, Squin.
Hey, yeah.
Did you know that from the 1st of July, parents, guardians and carers can apply for a second Active Kids voucher valued at $100? And you can also redeem your Active Kids voucher at any of our affiliated associations. Contact your local basketball association to learn more.
Active Kids just sounds like such a good initiative, doesn't
Absolutely.
it?
It's $200 of free money for anybody under the age of 18.
Yeah, and
Free basketball, free sport, why not?
yeah, think of all the things that I mean, sport can be pretty expensive these days.
Absolutely.
So think of all the cool things you can put that $200 towards. What are some of the other sporting accessories you can find on the Basketball New South Wales website?
Loads, Gwen, let me tell you.
When you said accessories, I'm like, tell me more.
I'll tell you more. Well, there's this great little leather ball carrier bag. There's like some like cones and markers that you can buy. There's a nice mesh ball bag or the ball basket. You can buy like all the little dribbling things like the peekers and things like that. There's so many things. So if you want to improve your game in the off-season, Squin, shop at the BNSW store online and you can take your game to the absolute next level.
Mate, how long have I got in the off season? Because I got a lot of improving to do. Sounds
Well,
like I'm going to
August.
need all of those things.
We've got
Especially
7 months.
the peeper.
7 months till the season starts.
I don't know
again.
if that's long enough, mate.
Not for me, anyway. All right, under 3 minutes to go, and oh goodness!
Ooh, tough shot.
Oh, my
just
goodness!
rims out.
Imagine.
That's unlucky.
Hey, look, that's a shot to take, and
You're going to trust anyone with it. It's Renee.
I'm going to give her the ball.
Nice
Langhorne.
find from Gazy.
Unlucky.
Oh, it's when the offensive rebounds become costly.
Yeah, look, Canberra certainly had their way on the offensive boards today, and nice little help in there from Kabillo.
Yeah, she made the most of that mismatch under there.
We've got another timeout.
Now it's getting the NBA when there's timeouts in the last stretch
This
of the
isn't a
game.
mini one either. Now, we've got some really great news to share with you. This Sunday during halftime of the Championship Men's Grand Final, be sure to tune in to the Basketball New South Wales will be announcing the 2019 Basketball New South Wales Hall of Fame inductees, which is awesome. The 2019 Basketball New South Wales Hall of Fame dinner will be held on the Saturday, the 2nd of November at Ridges, Mount Panorama, and tickets are on sale now. Head on over to www.bnsw.com.au/state conference to learn more.
That's pretty cool that they're tying in something like the inductees announcement into finals weekend.
Absolutely.
I think that's what makes like those little special touches on finals weekend when you
Yeah.
have your season awards given out,
Yeah.
your inductees, and then they announce where the next
fin-
association is going to be hosting the next
Absolutely.
finals. I just like little things like that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tune in tomorrow during the men's final, and we can't wait to hear who's the next going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Of course, 2 years ago, there was some great inductees. So,
Were you inducted?
oh God, no. I'm
Not yet.
God, no. All right, an offensive foul he called on Muffy Loader for cutting through the keyway there.
Strong cut it was.
Fourth foul. I
Oh,
think at this point in the game, you just let her play it out.
that's right. Oh,
And
there
she's
we
come
go.
up with the steal.
Oh, and one.
Oh,
unlucky.
bugger.
She did a really good job to get a shot off and draw a foul.
For sure.
Let's hope that she can stay composed for the last 2 minutes because North are definitely going to need her to stay in this game.
Absolutely. And you know what, when you're at this point, you just want to play the best you can to the end of the game, and you never say never.
There we go, 2 from 2.
Connects on the second one there.
Looks like North are back into a press. Canberra staying composed. Always in the right spots for each other, this Canberra team. Do a mismatch on inside. Mismatch on the
Langhorne
wing.
there.
Unlucky.
Langhorne's had a really great game, hasn't she,
She
today?
really has. A bit of a miscommunication there. Allison trying to play PG.
Under 2 minutes here to go. Nationals with the lead by 13 points.
And North staying in that press. Nice find.
Keely Froling taking it hard to the rack. Earns herself another trip to the free throw line.
Valos coming in for Allison. Interesting to see who will now play the 5-man in this North lineup because they've gone quite small.
True.
Maybe
Who's
that's the
going
idea, small and quick for the last minute and 45.
to get 13.
Yeah. Why
yeah,
not?
they
Why
need
not?
to really push the ball here.
Yeah.
Shot by Garlick.
Ooh, unlucky.
Almost. Nice.
Oh. There we go, super sub. Oh, by luck.
Unlucky there. It's great hustle there by Norths and just not able to come up with the play.
I think Canberra's really just going to play smart and take their time and execute because time's on their side here.
Gaze from the top. 3.
Unlucky. Nice rebound.
Muffy Loader using his smarts there and knew that Hannah Kayser was there and grabs the rebound and draws the foul.
Yeah, and they're into the bonus.
Interesting.
So
Fouls haven't really been a massive issue in the fourth quarter here. The referee's letting the players just play.
Yeah, which I like. I mean, definitely a difference between Youth League and Championship is that, you know, the physicality, but also being able to just let the players play, like you said.
Yeah, absolutely.
I imagine it would be the same going from the semi-pro leagues like the Waratah League to the WNBL as well.
For sure.
Oh.
Kelly Froley pleading with the referee that they grabbed her arm.
She's got to keep it together for the last 56 seconds. I'm not too sure if it's really worth pursuing.
Yeah. Of course, the winner of this game going through to the championship game tomorrow at 1:30. Of course, we're bringing that game live to you tomorrow at 1:30. In fact, their games are live all day tomorrow. So tomorrow is grand final day here at Breakers Indoor Stadium. Games kicking off from 9 a.m. right through till the championship men tip off at 3:30. So grab yourself a roast, put it in the oven.
Just get comfortable.
Get comfy all day because it's the greatest day in the basketball calendar to have back to back to back to back. In fact, even you've got choice. You've got 9, 9:30, 11, 11:30, 1, 1:30. So grab every device that you've got. Put one on the telly. Put one on your laptop. Put one on your phone or your tablet because we've got back to back hoop action coming at you all day tomorrow. What a treat!
Ooh. Well, it's getting a little bit scrappy here in the last minute, but let's hope that both teams can find some composure.
Finish off the game.
Nice little fake Muffy was left open. Unfortunately, just couldn't convert, but that's okay. Right shot to take.
That foul there, we'll see Loader foul out. Fifth foul, and Dallinger comes in to play the last 9.3 seconds.
It's going to be exciting when Dallinger, as she gets older, just seeing her play more and more.
Yeah, correct.
She's already got such good court vision for someone her age.
Absolutely.
Probably a little bit taller than your average point guard too, which is to her advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Canberra will just look to dribble this out. Bench is already getting a little bit excited. Anyone want to take the last shot? Go on, come on.
And that's the ball game. So Canberra Nationals will go through tomorrow to take on the Newcastle Hunters at 1:30. Tune in live tomorrow. Both Squid and I will be back to bring you that game. We cannot wait. The final score here is Canberra Nationals 71 to the North Bears 59. And congratulations to North on certainly a great season and for getting here. It's certainly no mean feat. So well done and congratulations. And Squid, thanks for joining me this afternoon.
Thank you, Rachel. I look forward to tomorrow.
Go home and do your homework. And we look forward to your recommendations and suggestions. See ya.